Hey guys, welcome back. We are actually here with Luke and we are going to be installing a new seat in my truck. By we, I mean I'm gonna watch. Let's just be real. That's why we have the professionals here, right? We're gonna be installing a new seat in the truck today, and I'm super excited because I met you guys at Matt's this year, and I was super impressed by this seat, and I was like, oh my gosh, this would fix all of my T800 problems. I feel like, not that I have a ton, it's just that this one problem, which is the seat being overly aggressive and bouncing because my suspension is not made for driving, it's made for getting the truck down the road. So I just really love the seat, and I don't really understand how it works. I do know the difference between it on and off, so I'm gonna let you explain it.
Okay, so basically the general premise of it is that there's an accelerometer in the cushion of the seat, and then there's one in the base of the seat. So the base of the seat is attached to the cab, so it can feel every vibration the cab feels. And the upper one is what you feel as the driver.
Yeah.
So it compares those two signals, and then it'll generate, or it'll figure out where a bump is or where a vibration is, and then it'll actively push the seat up or pull it down to cancel out that bump. So it's essentially noise canceling headphones, but for your road vibrations.
Yeah, I love I'm so excited. Like I've been talking about this for months, and I was talking to another guy that you work with, and and I hadn't heard from him in like a month, and my husband was like, have you heard from him? And I'm like, no. He's like are they still coming out? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like really stressed out. So I was like so excited.
Yeah, it's very cool. And we have a lot of good feedback from it. There's been some people that it's saved their career. So they've said like, I stopped driving, and then this is the seat that I was able to, go another 2 years with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite there, but I definitely, it's funny because after, I have to do the math on it, but I think it's 18 years now, 18 years of truck driving. It's not getting to me yet, but everyone, when they ask me, like a lot of the younger guys, they'll ask me like, how's your body? Like, how's your back? And I'm like, I'm good, but I think it's partly because I like stayed in pretty good shape. But I do know a lot of people, even at my age, that are like, oh yeah, it's just driving trucks too hard on my back now and too hard on my knee, and like that I like an automatic because of my knee, and I get it, but my knee's fine, so.
And this seat can hopefully that'll help you go longer, right? Because it can take up to 66% of the vibration out. That's about what it can do.
Incredible.
Like
that's so much.
Yeah, so that's what we're aiming to do, is help the major issues and keep people on the road for longer. Okay.
So, and it'll just mount up exactly like the factory seat?
Yep, it's completely self-contained. So the only two harnesses is we have a power harness straight to the battery of the cab, and then you have another goes into your in-cab fuse panel, and all that connection is doing is telling the seat, hey, truck's on, you can take power now.
Oh, okay.
So all that is an ignition switch. And then everything else, all the sensors and everything is all packaged into the seat.
Oh, so there's no like hard wiring it into the, other than the
power and that communications harness.
So it sounds like it's pretty simple then.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it has air too.
Yeah, if you air, a normal air ride seat. So yep, has the air suspension, and then yours will have heat and vent too, and that's
so the vent, is that like the AC seats in my pickup truck?
So it won't be AC, it's just vent. So it's just air. It's
Okay.
just air pushing through the back and then up through the cushion.
Okay. See, I probably don't need that because I don't get like overly hot in the summer because I have AC, but I know a lot of guys that even with AC, they get like way overheated in the truck. And especially with the heat rolling off the PTO most of the day, they can get real hot. And I'm excited about the heat because there's times in the winter where I'm sitting in there with the heat on and my hood up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
As I get older, I get colder. I guess we should rip into it, huh?
Yeah.
Get this done before it gets dark.
Yeah. Losing daylight.
Yeah, always. Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country.
One thing I wanted to let you know about specifically is we wanted to give you a specific software package. So
Okay.
right now, the seat that we brought is standard software from the factory.
Okay.
But we have had some feedback from other customers that have had this seat, and we're working closely with the supplier of the actuator in the seat to tune the software
Okay.
to get it to fit everyone correctly. And the software that we have ready for you, there's 1 through 5. The dial goes 1 through 5.
Okay.
Right? And so it goes from 1, which acts like a normal air seat, to 5, which is the most that it can do, the most
Okay.
that most vibration it can take out. But
Yeah.
essentially, what it is we have 1 through 5. 1 is mimics an air seat.
Okay.
5 is our biggest air seat, and what we expect is when drivers put the seat in, they'll start on 1, get used to the stiffer, and then gradually move their way up.
Okay.
On some roads, the seat will do its job, but if your cab goes further down, then the seat can travel up. It's going to do its full travel. So it's going to put your feet off the pedals for some people.
Oh, okay.
So they're complaining about that, which is a big issue for us, right?
Yeah.
So what we did was we integrated a lock into the software so that on setting 4, it'll sense when a bump is big enough or too big for it to handle, and
Okay.
it'll shut itself off.
Okay.
So it won't launch you out of the seat.
Oh, okay.
Well,
If you just
Yeah.
sit down low, like the cool kids in the Peterbilts do, you're
yeah,
fine.
exactly.
You're
If
fine.
you don't have any air in it, doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No, you're fine. This should be fine. This should be fine.
But yeah, so this new feature we're hoping will help with some of those
Okay.
feedback that we've
Yeah.
had. But yeah.
And there's there's a possibility of software updates in the future too, as
Yep.
the technology gets better.
Yes, so on our web, we have software right now. It's not on our website, but we have it in development that any user can have.
Oh, UPS.
UPS.
Yeah. She's here a lot. We're besties, actually. Like, she likes to drive right up to my nose as I back down the driveway sometimes because she's in a hurry and I'm going slow backwards. She's just looking at me and I'm looking at her and I'm not looking in the mirrors. Like, oh my God. She's super nice though. Like, when I've talked to her, she's so friendly. Like, can you give me a little space here?
A little too close.
Yeah.
All right. I think so. On the website, we will have a piece of software. It's in development now that
Okay.
any user can download, and then we'll have a harness that we're going to ship out to current users of the seat. So if you've bought a seat, we'll ship you out the harness that
Okay.
program it, or any new seat will come with it.
Okay.
So it's a software that you put on your computer. You can hook up to the seat, and then it'll tell you if it's up to date. If not, it's a one-button press. It'll update the software automatically, and that way we can stay up to date with everything instead of everyone having to buy a new seat or come into service.
Okay,
The
yeah.
users can do it themselves.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't really go in for a lot of service,
Yeah.
so, you know.
Yeah. And no, not many people do. That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? If you can do it yourself, it's a lot easier
Yeah, it
barrier
is.
to entry.
That is. Yeah, I think the whole, like, obviously, this doesn't really pertain to this specifically, but like the right to repair is like super, super
Yep.
important
Absolutely.
to like to me and a lot of people like me, you know. So we don't want any. Somebody's like, oh yeah, so you can't do anything on that vehicle unless it goes to the dealer. You can't even
Yeah.
like rotate the tire. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Nope.
not involved.
Nope.
Not doing that.
Yeah,
So.
I can do the tire myself. Thank you.
Yeah,
I can
yep.
change the oil filter.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if how Brett's doing over
Yeah,
here.
Brett's got the seat out.
I'm going to run a fish tape to up underneath the floor mat so we can get the harness, the power or the communication harness up to the fuse panel. So I'm just going to do that so we can get it under the mat and out of the way.
So what I'm thinking of doing is this, I assume we don't want this harness touching the exhaust pipe.
Oh yeah. No,
So I was gonna kind of tie it with these other harnesses.
Okay.
Like just tie that right there. And then over here, kind of do the same, tie it down there. And then that way, hopefully we stay away from that, exhaust. Oop.
If it's all kind of, so international, the old Freightliners like this is here. And this is like a Packard 2.1, which we got an adapter in the box that comes with it. We also got an adapter in the box that comes with it that makes it wider for international.
Okay.
So it's pretty much anything with a flat floor surface. It's it's mountable. So pretty cool. Well, that's one thing we will put it as far as back we can. That's one thing good about. That's why we do these extra holes.
Okay.
So we'll move as far as back as the cab will allow us.
Okay.
Perfect. I think it is up. Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. I can't get out the back though. Here.
I guess we can start it up and get air back to it. Make sure it turns on.
Green light means you're in good operating zone. You get down to so that means you're too low. It's red and green. You gotta get it to where it's green for operating mode.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I don't know if you need a tilt or just that's up to you.
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, and you can pull forward. Yeah, more. I belted it far as back as I could. So,
Yeah.
In the last spot, so yeah.
Okay.
But you still got quite a bit of forward travel if you need to go. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like 9 inches of travel.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. You
Yeah.
probably need to be in that range.
Yeah, I gotta be able to see over the steering wheel.
Yeah.
That's important.
So yeah, I don't know if you like the cushion to tilt or if you like it
No,
where
I
it
like
is.
I like it flat, or does it like tilt?
It does tilt. The whole seat will tilt. So that's
Okay.
this button on this side here. On the left side,
Which
your left hand. Like,
oh.
yeah, right, it's right here.
which one's left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this one.
Yeah,
So I think
right there, right there. Now, you
Okay.
pull that, and it should. Yeah,
Okay.
So it goes forward and back. But see, you're hitting the back. So if you need to go farther back, you might need to tilt the back forward a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because now your backrest is hitting the back
Yeah.
of the cab.
Okay.
So if you like it farther back, you tilt that up, and then you can go back farther. You go between. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So it goes quite a bit back.
Yeah, it does. Oh, that's cool.
It's designed to alleviate the stress off the back of your legs to help you
Oh, okay.
go. So
Nice.
yeah, and ideally you want it in the back of your leg like this. So that's why this, for some longer leg guys, that's why that
Wow.
travels forward.
I used to get so mad.
Yeah.
I would get in my truck and it would be like this.
Right.
In the T880, and I would be like, "Why is my seat weird?" And or like I was in somebody else's truck and it was a manual, and I was like, "I can't push the clutch with this like this,"
Right.
you know. But yeah, that's cool. I love it.
So yeah, then you see your switch for your heat vent over there on the right. It's pretty much it.
Yes.
Then I don't know if you like lumbar. I can't stand it, but if you like lumbar in your backs,
Not really. I think
Yeah.
mine didn't have.
I don't. But that's where it blows the.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that gives you more air, gives you support.
I'm sure I'll get it all adjusted.
And then this is your height adjust. So let's turn it at least on here. So this light's got to be green to be in the.
Oh, okay.
So there. So like, see, if we go clear down, it'll turn. Which yeah, that's where I left it. So the bottom inch. So that means it's not working.
Yeah.
It'll work like a regular air ride seat, but it won't.
It won't do. Okay.
This has got to be green. So with weight in it, right?
Oh.
So once that's green, and the same thing if you go clear on the high end, it'll. Which looks like you definitely don't need to be that high. But it should turn right.
Like
there,
lifts
too.
me all the way off the ground and like twinkle toes here.
Yeah, I'm guessing right in there is probably where you like it, maybe.
Yeah. I feel really high. Wow.
So you can go lower if you
Yeah.
need to. You just got to make sure that stays green.
Okay. I can't sit all the way on the ground, but I'm pretty excited about this. I like the idea of the heat. I'm sure I'll love it.
Like I said, so probably I would start it in the 3 range,
Uh-huh.
and just because you're going to have that sensation to where it's it's going to be a little different than a regular air ride seat. And 5 is max. I mean, eventually you probably will migrate to 5.
Okay.
But I mean, however you want, you can start at 5 if you want, and then just play
Alright.
with the different situations,
Yeah.
different settings, and
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to try it out.
that's what we're
tomorrow.
finding. So we're looking at like getting new upgrades where we're getting some feedback. So that's what we'd like you to do too. If you see something that's happened weird, just let us know. Then we can
Yeah.
come out. So we can also have the ability to come out, plug into it, and see if there's any faults or if there's anything like that.
okay.
So it's kind of cool. We can.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
I like all kind of new technology
Right.
mixed with the old at the same time. That's my favorite stuff. I don't want to get rid of old technology because a lot of the stuff I
Right.
really love, but I do like newfangled gadgets.
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we have had a lot of good feedback, and we're really proud of it. So
Yeah, I gotta figure out the rubbing thing. That drives me nuts.
yeah, it's going
maybe
to happen.
maybe it won't rub or it won't make it's the sound that bothers me.
Right.
So I gotta figure out.
So yeah, maybe if you could always just slide it a little bit more forward where it's not touching.
Yeah.
So you got 9 inches. So you got plenty of inches or plenty of room forward
Yeah.
with the towel bar down there. So, and like I said, plus you could tilt it forward too.
Yeah. The thing is that I can get the seat all adjusted. After somebody messes with my seat, I can get it all adjusted where I think it is, and then as soon as I drive it, I'm like, that's not right. That's what everybody was saying to me. They were like, if the rubbing on the back of the truck bothers you, just
Pull it forward.
pull it forward. And I'm like, well, that's that's not what I want.
It's-
I want
yeah.
it to not make any noise. That's all
Right.
I want.
Sometimes it's not just that easy, right?
Yeah, sometimes I am just needy and a drama queen. I love it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you. We hope you love it, and like I said, if there's anything that you feel that's like weird or you want us to try to tweak on, that's what we're kind of doing too. So
Yeah.
so we've had, I don't know, we've got maybe close to 100 in the field, and we've had,
Oh, really?
yeah, we've
So
had-
it's like a relatively new product then?
yeah, it's when did we launch it? We took pre-orders like 2 years ago. Mats, we took pre-orders.
Okay.
So it's
And
been
then-
in the field for almost 2 years.
Yeah. And,
Started production December. So.
and we took like 4 out in the field, three in the field, and rode them and we had good feedback then before we went to production. So
Okay.
we did that for probably almost better than a year on just testing the seat.
Okay, so
And we've also had an independent lab like doing just simulating tests and running it for a long time. So
it's funny that you say that. There's all kinds of testing facilities around here. PACCAR has a big one near here.
right,
And so like you drive around out here and you can see that they'll run loaded trucks. They have eco blocks like up and down the road, but that's really cool. So you're saying there's like about 100 of them out in the field, and so can anybody just order one off your website, or do you have to call, or?
yep, you order them right off the website. You go on there.
Okay.
There's several versions. Mainly, we just acquired the trim company, so we're going to offer other colors. Right now we have black.
Okay.
We have black with black stitching, black with gray stitching, and black with tan.
Oh.
You're the only one with the Steadyride logo. We haven't.
Because I'm the coolest.
Yeah, we haven't offered that yet, but we're looking at maybe adding that to it. But
Okay. That's
mainly
really
we did
cool.
it for you. That's what we
Oh,
did, just for
thank you.
advertising.
Well, it'll be in every video.
Right. Right.
You know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we appreciate you, and let us know if there's good, bad, or indifferent. If you find something that you're not liking,
Joe's like mind blown.
what's that? Yeah. That's why we're here. Yeah.
That's why we keep Joe around. He's like, he always comes up with good stuff. He's like, good content guy. So I'm really excited about this. So I figured that there was more out in the field. I didn't realize that there's only,
It's just a handful.
Oh.
So we've had them, like I said, we've had 3. We started with 3, and we ran those for better than a year, and then everybody loved it.
I'm excited.
We had one guy complaining about the quick down. He liked having the quick down button where it jumps the air out so you can get out,
Yeah.
and then you go back in. So we figured that out how we can do that on the next version.
Okay.
So that's further.
The only reason why I say I hate that is because one time I got into somebody else's truck when I was, I don't know, this was like 10 years ago. It was like when the T880s like first came out, and I was working at a big construction company that had 60 trucks, and I was assigned to a different truck in a different location. I didn't have any of my stuff, so I was already like irritated. And I'm like driving to a different yard to go get a different truck, and I get in there and I'm like, what is wrong with this seat? Like,
Couldn't figure it out, yeah.
Why won't it air up? Yeah. And then I was like having like internal meltdown. I'm like just sitting in there like looking at it, and I'm pushing buttons because the truck's aired up at this point, so it's got like, I was like,
Right.
well, there's got to be something wrong. And then I finally like pushed the button, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, you're not the smartest crayon in the box, are you? You're not the brightest crayon, yeah.
But you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't know, like on a regular ride seat, the functions of all the
Yeah.
buttons.
Well,
so.
I didn't even on my other seat. Like he's like, oh, what do you think of that feature? What is it called? The
back cycler.
back
Yeah,
cycler.
right.
He's like, he's like, what do you think of that? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then
I got a what?
yeah, the back cycler. I was like, I'm excited now for when the seat gets reinstalled on the passenger side, and I get to figure out what that does, because I've definitely hit this button and been like, what does this do?
Yeah.
But it didn't do anything. I don't know. So.
And then
Now, thank you guys for watching, and if you have not liked this video, please do that now, and subscribing always helps. So I'll see you guys next time.